Hi, welcome back. I'm Scott Schubert, and today I'm going to show you how you can prove to yourself that you will always make more money swing trading as opposed to day trading or scalping. You are going to be very excited when you see how this works, so let's get started with that right now. Have you ever been taught and had your mind conditioned to believe that you need to get down onto the very short time frame where it's safe for you to get in and out and to focus on trading on the very short time frame? And did you take some courses and training and so forth that taught you this? And then did you practice that and experience for yourself what that was like? If you ever had the experience of stepping back to just a little longer time frame, one of the most amazing experiences I had was when I was just backtesting some simple trading strategies that I had seen and that I had tweaked and come up with myself, and then moved from the 5-minute to the 1 hour time frame, and then started to test them on the 1 hour to 4 hour time frame, and lo and behold, even a simple trading strategy becomes way more effective just by not trading it on the very short time frame. Okay, you got to see that for yourself to know that that's true. If you don't know that that's true, you never looked and you never tried to see it before. And if you want to know that it's true, all you have to do is look, and then you'll see. So what happens every time there is a longer term turning point in the market? One of the things that happens every single time is that for me, I will be stalking that turn because I know how to identify it, and then I will get in exactly at the point where the market is making a longer term turning point. And what I used to always do is I would see that trade and I would go, oh, this trade is now going to run for weeks and I'm just going to let it run. And then after about 1 or 2 days, I would see a trend starting to end on the 1 hour time frame, which was my comfort zone. And then right there, I would say, oh, I think I better go ahead and just get out for now, and then I'll get back in later. Okay, the phenomenon that happens on a longer term turning point, I think I will make another video about that, because that itself was one of the most important discoveries that I ever made. But what we are talking about here is for you to become aware that you will make more money if you step back from the very short time frame to just a medium level time frame, which we might call swing trading. So much truth can be revealed to you just from you looking at a chart. If you can just look at a chart, so much truth will be revealed to you. And it will be revealed to you by who? By the market. And that's the best truth that you can get when it comes to trading, is to know what's true about financial markets. Here we have the euro versus the dollar as an example, and this has been in a big pattern, making all of these series of waves going down back here, and then there was a turning point here and it went up, making a correction in a downtrend, and then there was a turning point here, and then it's going down again. And to try to navigate all that, it's definitely more difficult than it would appear to be able to know all the time what this was doing, and to be able to anticipate all the turns and to get the profit out of it and to get into trades. Well, probably it would be very difficult to get all the profit that's possible out of a pair like the euro versus the dollar because of a lot of lack of clarity. Although there is some clarity, there is also, at the time that it's forming, a lot of uncertainty about what it's doing, what's it going to do next, and to be able to identify the turning points and to get in and execute trades and get profit, whatever method that you're using, guaranteed it is possible to go to the extreme short time frame and try to get in and out over and over again. For instance, here on the weekly time frame, we have been thinking since 2018 that this was correcting to the last move up, and there's really no clear pattern of a correction, but here it is now down to 78.6%, and there have been long periods of time embedded inside of this pattern where the market was going sideways for a long period of time. But let's just say you identified any one of these turning points, like this one right here, which we did because that was a very obvious one to identify using our method. That one just stood out and was seen coming for a long time before it actually made the turn. And then if you got in at that turn and then stayed in it, even on the 1 hour or 1 to 4 hour, even down to this first vertical line, the whole time that was going down, you got clear signs. Like during this time right here, it was clear that it's going to keep going down because of the nature of the price action. And during this time right here, it was clear that's going to keep going down. So that means all you had to do was do nothing. And if you just did nothing, you will get the maximum amount of profit that's possible. However, I can guarantee you there are thousands and maybe millions of people around the world that during this period of time right here executed all kinds of trading strategies, trying to go long and to go short for all different kinds of reasons, and coming out feeling confused and frustrated and thinking, what's wrong with this market? Why is it so hard to trade? Because the market was clearly in a corrective price action sequence, a part of the cycle where the price action is clearly corrective. The fact that it's clearly corrective after going down helps you to know that it's going to keep going down. So as soon as you see the corrective price action, that just means relax, because it's going to keep going. Then if you do that, you don't even have to identify the next entry, which was here. I don't know whether you know how to identify impulsive and corrective price actions and to identify the actual turning points the way that I do, and the way that people in our community are doing every day, based on understanding the truth of just seeing this is true about financial markets and being able to develop the skill to identify those turning points and get in and make profit because of that. And I don't know if you know how to do that, but I'm sure you know some kind of a trading strategy that you learned somewhere. And whatever it is, this crosses this moving average crosses, this indicator does something, or support and resistance, or whatever it is, any method that you're using, you would get more money if you stayed in that entire move using whatever strategy you would use, which would mean that in most cases, whatever strategy you would use, if you just bumped it up to the next longer time frame. If you've been using the 5 minute, bump it up to the 1 hour, bump it up and just watch on the 1 to 4 hour, and then watch how many times does the market make a turn. Okay, another thing that you need to know is that every single week, at the end of the week, go back and take your charts and then look at them, and go ahead and just look at them on all time frames, but look at them and identify every place where the market forms some kind of a turning point. You could call it a breakout, but I call them turning points. Any place where the market forms some kind of a basic breakout of a corrective price action and the continuation of impulsive price action, because that's what financial markets do, and that's true, right? So if you don't know that, or if you would argue, or if you're saying financial markets don't do that, Well, that would be wrong. You would be clearly wrong. And you would be trading based on something that is not related to what financial markets do. Whatever method you have, I can't go into in this one video to explain exactly how to identify these turning points because it takes a lot of time and study and practice over a period of time. But if you do know any trading method, check it and test it yourself, back testing and real-time forward testing, and see for yourself, no matter how many times you could have traded on the shorter time frames, you would have more losing trades and you would miss a lot of trades, and it would be much more difficult and it would take more time and cause more stress. And yet, if you just did nothing, you would make more money. I encourage you to take a look at your charts and begin to prove that that's true, and take screenshots and your own testing and everything, and get it together and send it to me and say, here's what I found. Here's how I found that I will make more money if I just start trading on a little bit longer time frame. And if you found that to be true already, just put your comments below and let me know that you know that that's true. There are a lot of very valuable discoveries that I have made regarding this idea of swing trading and trading in general. Some things that took me a long time to finally figure out. And if you'd like to know what really works in trading, just go to tradingmastermind.com and sign up for our free training series of videos, and that will get you on the right track. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon to make sure that you're going to be notified of every new video that we make. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.